Hello, everyone. I was fiddling with stuff, and now I can't hear any of my system audio because I'm a silly, goofy little guy. Thankfully, that doesn't matter for the purposes of this stream. So the show will go on. Give me a moment. I'm just gonna put that there. And yeah, I'll grab the painting setup in a moment. I got most of it out. I'm ready to go. Hello, my lovely disciples. Hello, Karasu. Hello, Onesi. Hello, Mari. And to anyone else who might be around. How you doing? I hope you're well. I've got like a little twinge in my shoulder that is not pleasant. Not enjoying it in the slightest. Where's my acetaminophen? There it is. So I took some ibuprofen earlier, but I'm gonna stack some acetaminophen on top of it because they are compatible painkillers. Yay. That's good. Oh yeah, I had a good day. Super easy day. Got home quite early. I've mostly been fucking about. I should have gotten some stuff done, but I didn't. Dropped by Venom's community web fishing thing for a few minutes. I did make salad and then put it into some wraps. That was good. I enjoyed that immensely. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to advertise the stream. Hold on. Let me advertise the stream to people real quick. Let me put that up there. I'll put that up there. I'll put that there. Pop out that. Put that there. Okay. Gonna make a video. Oh, fun. Very cool. Bum 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 bum. What am I doing? What am I doing? What was I doing? I lost track of my thoughts as I was doing a thing. No thoughts tonight, apparently. Just completely out of it. My sound being broken has completely and utterly thrown me off my game. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed that movie. It's good to have things that you really like. Oh, right, I need to... Oh, that's why I was gonna have this set up this way. Okay. I'm like, why am I doing things the way I'm doing? Oh, it's because I need to have the camera open so I can see what the camera is showing you guys. Where do I keep that? I keep that here. And the camera shut itself off, because of course it did. Why would it stay on? Yeah. Stop showing an ad. Start server. Like, has cached ads inside of it. I don't even know how it works. It's supposed to not be able to talk to the internet. I think it, like, the phone found a way around it. Just fucking phones are devious. Disgusting little pieces of spyware. Can't live with them. Can't live without them. Alright. There we go. That'll do. That ain't bad. Dog is watching the live. Hello, Mari's dog. How you doing? Alright, I have my painting webcam thing set up. Oh, that's what I was gonna say earlier. Yeah, I got to play GAM with some friends. We've been playing a lot of Abiotic Factor recently, which I really enjoy. It's kind of like a survival crafting game inside of like a scientific facility where they were like exploring portals to other worlds. Very cool stuff. At least I thought it was. Or I think it is, rather. Was would be past tense. I'm still playing the game in the long term, technically speaking. Even if, like, this second I'm not playing it, you know. Bum 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 bum. Ba-da-da. I think that's how I like it. But yeah. Alright, we're gonna get some painting done today. I have not gotten any painting done in a hot minute, and since I can't listen to my stream audio, I am gonna put in my earbud. Actually, I wonder if these earbuds would connect to my PC. Oh, but it would probably... Okay, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm not gonna risk breaking something. Knowing my luck, I'll just completely break everything. Let's see. What am I gonna listen to? Nothing too distracting. Want some like... Hold on. There we go. Alright, what am I painting? Well, I've got a few things. So I have these four just on hand, lying around that I was thinking about painting. So let me zoom in a little bit. So we've got like a Death Knight looking dude. Is it gonna focus? Maybe. Also might help if I change the temperature of the lights, because I can do that. That's a little better. So we got this Death Knight looking dude that I think we can do some cool stuff with. The detailing is gonna be very interesting to do. And by interesting I mean difficult. We got this Lich guy who I think we were gonna make him super gaudy. And flamboyant. Then we have a couch. Totally normal couch. It is definitely not a mimic. I don't know what you're talking about. And then a little chest, traditional chest mimic. So, good stuff. Plenty of good stuff to paint. So... I'm gonna put brushes here for the moment. So, well, I know some of what I'll need. Let's see. How do we want to do this? Because I had done a couple layers of white on this guy, I think, to try and like make the skull as like white as possible. We'll probably do another layer of white on that, and then this skull as well, because that's like a skull on the top of the staff. Let's see. I think we're gonna set that guy to the side for the moment, though. I think I want to work on this guy next. I like how I did go for the base coat of white on a lot of this. I think that was good. It'll help make details pop. I wonder if I want to do another coat of white. So why is... Hold on. I just realized something. Why is it not focusing? Oh. Ooh. Does not want to focus. Well, maybe if I do the light. Ah, it was just a lighting issue. Okay. I'm like trying to figure out, like, I'm like, I can't figure it out. Whoa. Okay. Just a lighting issue. Had the light in the wrong spot. We're fine. We're chilling. Alright, that's better. Cool. So I kind of want this guy. I'm kind of gonna do like Ice Crown Citadel type armor vibes with him. So like black cape, obviously. I think we're gonna go. Oh man, let me bring up Death Knight ICC armor. So if I look at Death Knight ICC armor, it was like a grayish blue, and it had these blue details coming off of it. This one, Death Knight armor. Wow. Yeah, it's very... I think maybe what we'll do is we'll do... So I got this meteorite metal. I've got some other metal in here. I got this aging metal. I don't think we're gonna do that. I think I want a more silvery metal. So I've got plate mail metal and I've got meteorite metal. I think I'm gonna do plate mail because I think it's a little shinier. How's the weather? Oh, it's been so hot. Thankfully today I put some more effort into keeping my room cool, so it's not too bad right now, but it's pretty warm in here. Not gonna lie, not super thrilled with how hot it is. I got my little chill well fan pointed at me. It's doing some work. I'm probably gonna be chugging a lot of water during stream. Hi Mama Bear, how you doing? Yeah, I wish it was raining. That would be great. Do a little bit of that. And we're gonna... I'm not gonna worry too much. Well, probably... We won't worry too much about precision. Also, I need... I got a piece of paper towel right here, actually. It's hot here too. Yeah, it's been really warm here. Not thrilled about it, but you know, it is what it is. We make do with what we got, not what we want, right? I almost want my glasses on. Hold on. Let me put my glasses on. See if that's gonna help me at all. Hello, Gray. How's it going? Yeah. Probably gonna get around to the mimics at some point. But, you know, we'll see. Put my glasses on, see if that helps at all. A little bit. Kinda not really. They're more for like long distance. So. No, it helped. It's helping a bit. Brush and mouth again. Yeah. Yeah, more hands would be good. Can I order a couple more sets of hands so I can really do just a bunch of shit? I'll take like a precision set. You know, I get like these for like lifting and stuff, and if I could get a precision set like coming off my wrist, that'd be cool. I've seen some like designs of aliens where it's like they got big, strong, meaty hands, and then they also have hands that are like little tiny like tyrannosaur like hands that are like for precision like stuff. I like the idea of aliens with like that have that kind of design where they have like, you know, their tool hands and then their big grappler meaty hands. I think that's kind of cool. Jeweler's clamps might help? Maybe. I'm not too fussed about it. Like, I am... Maybe if I, like, amp up my skill one day, I'll care more, but I'm just doing this to chill. Like, this is definitely just to relax, have fun, and have something to do while I talk with you guys. Yeah, Yeah, I've got like a 3D printed holder I was using at one point. I like broke the thing. Hold on. So this thing it's just circly right now, but like there's like little things you can put in there, and then they like go into like another thing that goes on top of this, and you can like twist this to like adjust it to different like bases. I need to try 3D printing that again. I just haven't. Because I like exploded on me and I lost the pieces that like hold the base in, unfortunately. So that can't really use that anymore as is, but I was using that at one point. .3D printer is not in good state. Oh yeah, I still need to fix it. It's fixable. It would take me like 10 minutes to fix. I just haven't fixed it because I don't need to print anything. Like, I already have everything printed that I need printed. I haven't had any, like, projects that I felt like printing or, like, getting into. So it's just been sort of sitting there, kind of broken. I have the parts to fix it. Like, that is decidedly not the issue. The issue is I just haven't felt like it. Oh, I think that's supposed to be cloak there, not weapon. We'll get some black on that later. That's okay. Yeah, at some point I'll fix it. I just don't really care to right now. It's like, it just doesn't matter. You know? Well, I'm an arm like the one you get for a mic to clip on the desk. That's not a terrible idea. Something like that. I kind of like the idea of something I can hold in my hand though, and like position the model around. And like I don't want to spend money on anything, and like 3D printing something like that, I don't. That would be more difficult. We're about low effort here, and I don't want to spend money on an arm like that either. Because like I may or may not even like it. It's kind of my issue at the moment. Hello, Maddie. Welcome on in. But good suggestion. I like the spirit of the suggestion. Appreciate that. I think that there's like, this is kind of like a belt, so that'll need to be brown. But we can do some silver in here. Some metal. Metal! The Book of Heavy Metal. Metal! The Book of Heavy Metal. I don't remember how the song goes. Anyone ever listen to that? Hold on. Who does that? I don't even remember. Book of Heavy Metal. God, I haven't listened to this band forever. Dream Evil. Dream Evil does that song. It's actually a whole album too. I love Dream Evil. They're so good. I need to go on a metal kick again. I haven't listened to much metal lately. I've been listening to stuff that I could like practice singing to and could potentially like cover a lot. Potentially being the keyword. So like I haven't really been listening to much metal because that's like, I'm definitely not going to be covering any metal. As much as I love the genre, it's just not within my ability to produce on my own. So I just, yeah. But I kind of want to listen to metal again. It's been a while. I think we're probably going to make this chain here gold. Song are you singing? The Book of Heavy Metal by Dream Evil. How do the lyrics go again? It's just like... Book of Heavy Metal... lyrics. It's just like... I'd sign a contract with the devil. I've tried for so very long. I die to become immortal. That's why I sing this song. Am I a wannabe? Have I no dignity? Who'd give up all my life to be in the Book of Heavy Metal? Metal! In the Book of Heavy Metal. Yeah. I haven't listened to the song in a long time, so that was probably pretty far off, but highly recommend Dream Evil. Very good. Get some plate mailing stuff in there. Alright, let's see. Anything else? I think I want to make these greaves, like, silver color here. Probably should have done the ground first before I start painting the boots, but whatever. We can touch it up later. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, he said. But then it was not fine. Probably. We'll see. Who knows what the future holds? Certainly not I. It's John's territory. He assures me that this is the best timeline that he can manage to pull out his ass. I don't believe him. I think he's holding something. He's got those suspicious eyes, you know what I'm saying? This is the best timeline. I want a refund. Need to eat breakfast? Yeah, get yourself some breakfast. I've been enjoying my salad wraps a lot. It's been a good time. So, I kind of want to make the skulls just straight up, like, blue or something. I don't know. Yeah. What am I gonna do these skulls just over there. Actually, what if I just do them silver, and then I'll do blue over the silver. Right. These are armbands. Let's make those silver for now, and we can touch that up with other stuff later. A lot of silver here. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Oh man. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of spoiled myself today. Ever tried mung bean sprouts in a sandwich? Are those the bean sprouts I'm thinking of? Hold on. I think those are the bean sprouts I'm thinking of. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Yeah, bean sprouts, yeah. I haven't tried them in a sandwich before, but I'm intrigued. So the reason why I usually don't have bean sprouts around is because they go bad so quickly. But maybe I should try bean sprouts again. They're also kind of expensive for what they are, I feel like. But I haven't checked prices on them recently. Do you like minis or other crafts regularly? Regularly, but not super often, if that makes sense. But I mean, I've done quite a few painting streams of like painting like the minis that I 3D print. I don't know. I just like doing it. I'm not particularly good at it. And this is a pretty recent thing for me. Kinda, yeah. Yeah, this is a pretty recent hobby for me. And like, I don't do it like every week on stream. Like I got another Lego set to build, so that's probably gonna be next week's hand cam stream. But I might do a gorilla stream. But yeah, you don't need to be good to enjoy it. Exactly. Yeah, I'm just having a good time with it, you know. I'm just enjoying myself. So, and that's really, I feel like that's just the point, is just to have a good time. So, alright, I think we're done with silver for the moment. But yeah, I'm just chilling, having a good time. It's like, just chatting streams are great, but I like having something to do while I chat with folks, you know what I mean? So, and this is as good an activity as any. So he's got like a face going on, and he's got hair, and he's got like a undershirt type thing here. I'm not sure what to do with that. I think probably what I'm gonna do. Hello, Rachel. Welcome on in. I'm gonna do like this very light blue here. Just gonna get like a little dab of that in there. And then we're gonna grab this really fine brush here. And then just get in here with a little bit of that. Appreciate that. Watching people craft is nice. Yeah. I think so. It's just it's very peaceful, you know. Been so dang hot here. Same. I'm cooking, man. I'm just dying here. I think probably what we're gonna do, actually, I low-key kind of want to make his skin this light blue as well. I kind of like that idea. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that idea. I'm gonna think about it. But what I do want to do, spaghetti bake. Sounds really good. Not gonna lie, that sounds really good. I've been trying to avoid too much pasta, because pasta is just so easy to eat a ton of. But I have some pasta that I'm like slowly going through. I need to get some potatoes in my diet for like starch, for that satiety, you know. Try and cut a few pounds. Trying to cut a few pounds. Well, it's difficult, but I'm trying. All right, so this is gonna be interesting. So you see these little like circly bits? I want to paint those this really bright blue. And just those. I don't know if this is the blue I want, honestly. We're gonna go with it for now. I got another blue I might do over it. That is not terrible. You know? Decidedly okay. Try a sponge or a Q-tip. For what? Sorry, I'm just trying to parse what that's supposed to be for. If you don't mind elaborating further, I would appreciate that. I am down to learn. For shading. For shading, I can kind of just do dry brushing, though. I found that's pretty effective for that. I mean, I guess I could dry brush with a Q-tip. Overlaying color. Oh, getting it on these slightly raised bits. I could see that maybe working. I got a feeling I got an explanation incoming. I'm willing to wait while I work on this. Dry brush is nice. Dry brushing is nice. I like dry brushing. It's very satisfying. Be lurking and cooking. Hey, thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it. Heck yeah. We love ourselves a good lurk. I'm sure I've mentioned it before, but one of my favorite activities as like a cook, like a line cook, or just as a prep cook too. My time in the kitchen. I liked to lurk behind other cooks and just like loom over them because I'm quite tall. And just spook the shit out of them. It was funny. It's hard to explain, so with washing with a darker color for edges and cracks and caps, and then only slightly touching the raised areas. Huh. Interesting. So that'd be like... But I kind of don't want to get the stuff down below, right? Oh, for like if I went over it again to try and get silver in there again, if I paint over it. Yeah, the gears are definitely grinding on this one. I don't know, man. I think I might know what you're getting at, or I might be completely misunderstanding. I don't know. Like, this is definitely one of those things where I don't naturally pick anything up. Yeah? Oh, okay. So, at the very end, touch it over with, like a silver wash, like, make a wash of silver. And just to, like, touch up the inner pieces. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm hearing you. Good advice. Thank you. Appreciate that tip. That may very well get implemented with how difficult this is being. Or at least an attempt at it. Might just be too stupid to explain because English is not my first language. Yes? Okay. Cool. Looks like I've understood the concept. I'm actually, like, not terrible at understanding people, like, parsing stuff out, generally speaking, so explain things best you can, and then I'll parse from there. I've spent a lot of time in kitchens where I only speak one language, and then the other people, they speak one language very well, and they kind of speak English, and just figuring out what they're saying was interesting at times, we'll say. So I've gotten pretty good at that. Not having to deal with an accent makes it like 10 times easier. I'm not gonna lie. Just having to deal with straight text, incredible. Yeah, that's definitely gonna need that wash technique. Bilinguality is good. Unfortunately, I am trash at learning languages. Painting's going good. That's just gonna be kind of trash. Alright, well, whatever. I tried. I wish I could learn languages well. I've tried. And honestly, like, if I applied myself, I'd probably do okay. But the problem is applying myself. And I know the reason why. It's legitimately the ADHD. And specifically, it's like trying to get myself to focus on it for long periods of time to do the appropriate amount of studying is exceptionally difficult. Because, like, with language, there isn't a problem to solve. Like, I thrive, like, I learn very well when I have a problem to solve. But with language, there's no problem to solve. It's just rote memorization. Like, I'm very good with grammar. I can learn grammar super easily. Grammar, no problem. I do great with learning grammar. But, like, when it comes to just, like, rote memorization of words, I fucking just can't. Like, I just fucking die. I don't know. But it's definitely, like, the ADHD there kicking in, right? It's just, like, makes it very difficult. And then, like, there's no urgency because, like, I live in the United States. Everything's in English here. Like, there's no need to learn another language. Right? I feel like if I was in an environment where, like, not very much was in English, I would have an easier time learning because there'd be a sense of urgency there. Because it'd be like, okay, I need to learn this. You know? I'll be able to speak more than one language. It takes so much time and effort to learn. It's so hard for me. Yeah, same. Yeah, if I was living in a foreign country where, like, English was very rarely spoken, if at all, I think I would have an easier time learning in that environment. I could be horribly mistaken, and maybe I'm just bad at language, but I don't think that's the case. I think it's more just, like, circumstances have led to my brain not being willing to prioritize it. Which, yeah. Only so much one can do about that. And honestly, there's other things I'd rather spend my time learning. Like how to paint. Or how to write better. Or how to program. I have been doing a little bit of programming. I was doing a little bit of stuff with RPG Maker, and I was like going through, I was like, you know, RPG Maker just doesn't have the capabilities for like the type of game I would want to make if I was going to make a game, so I don't want to spend the time on it. So I've got an engine called Godot up. It's a fork of Godot. I would have just Godot on my computer, but Godot decided it didn't want to work. So I installed Godot instead, and it just worked out the box. So I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Fine. Guess that's just how it's gonna be. But what was I saying? Oh, but I've been doing some tutorials with that here and there. I'm not very deep in, but I want to learn more. No, I'm specifically not poking around in RPG Maker. I was, but now I'm using something called Godot, which is like an actual game engine. So it's a lot more robust because I want to make more like an action game. You know? It's kind of like what I would want to make. So, we'll see how far I get. I don't know, it's definitely like a side project, right? Like 100% not a big priority. Which is fine. Sometimes it's good to have like little projects you're working on where it's just like, this is not a priority. I think the other thing is like, I'm sitting here and like, I've been wanting to work on music, but I've been feeling kind of stuck on it because like, my recording time is so limited because of the heat. Like, if I don't, like, because if my room's cooking, I don't want to be in there without fans on. And then, if I have fans on, I can't record. So it's just like, I don't know. It's been rough. So I think that's been impacting me as well. And I could spend time like fiddling around with instruments and stuff, but it's just, I don't know, it's just demotivating, you know? I like that. I'm liking that so far. Programming a game. I'm attempting to. Right now, all I'm doing is following tutorials on programming a game. So I'm like programming like a game with someone else's like assets pre-made and stuff, and like just following along a guide. So it's like nothing crazy, but I'm doing that to learn, you know? Am I hearing an American without AC? Yeah. And hello, Kenji. Welcome on in. Yeah. Yeah, actually a lot of us don't have AC. Is actually, so I live in the Pacific Northwest. We traditionally have had a very temperate climate. And it's only in the last like 5 years where that's rare. It's really not. Like, yeah, AC is very expensive. Like, and up where I'm at in the Pacific Northwest, traditionally we've had a very temperate climate, and it's only just recently where it started to get hot enough where AC's like been necessary for parts of the year. So most houses don't have AC, and I don't have a window unit yet. I mean, in Europe as well. I just hear all the time American their ACs. Yeah, it's really just the South that has AC by default. Like, yeah, like a large chunk of the country, like they don't even have window unit AC. But yeah. And hello, come on, welcome on in. We are painting, right now we're painting a Death Knight looking dude. Yeah. Climate change, yeah, I gotta love it. It's crazy, I'm sorry. It is what it is, it's fine. I'm not too fussed about it. I'm making do. I've got like a little swamp cooler, just like desk swamp cooler thing that Mom actually got me a long time, or she suggested it to me and I got it, I don't know. Anyways, it was a good suggestion, and it's pointed right at me on low, and that's helping. So, let me see. What do I want to do next? I kind of want to make this chain gold. We're gonna try that. Interesting looking. Yeah, it's cool. Very cool. It's like some gold got stuck in there. I am not very careful with my paints. Look at all that waste. Look at all that waste in there. My god. This guy. Who is this guy? Oh, I can just grab some from there. Why not? Screw it. I don't need that much, so. It's gonna... On one hand, I want AC. On the other hand, it's important for the environment. Yeah, well, man, my ideal would be to live in a house that's, like, designed to, like, cool itself down. But, you know, at a certain point, like, it's just, like, you gotta do what's right for you. Because, like, at a certain point, not having the AC on is unsafe, right? Especially, like, in Europe, a lot of you have those stone houses that literally just bake in the sun. Like, please, for the love of God, put an AC unit in so that way, like, you don't die. Like, yeah. It's easier than one would think. Architects are just dumb. Architects just Architects just don't design with practicality in mind. They design with looks in mind. They're like, oh yes, I have this certain style I must go for, and so because this is in fashion, and it's literally architecture is just fashion for buildings, and I hate it. I hate it so much. Wish I could get solar panels. Heck yeah, dude. Yeah. I guess the solar panel tax credit's going away too, so that's very unfortunate. Not super thrilled about that. I'm aware I work with them. Fun. Not even ceiling fans? Ugh. I have a ceiling fan, I just don't use it. Which maybe I should, but I don't know. It's like, okay, what's that gonna do? It's gonna drive the hot air from the top of my room down to the bottom of my room. Wow, why would I do that? I'm one in training, they're just bad at their job. Well, there you go. Please save us from bad architecture. For the love of everything. I'm renting, can't put holes in the ceiling. I'm also renting. So, my room just came with a ceiling fan, but I don't want a ceiling fan. I don't want to use it. Like, it's just gonna blow hot air from the top of my room down to the bottom of my room. I don't think that's really gonna help me that much. You know what I mean? Have it on all the time, it depends on the way it circulates. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Maybe I should try turning it on. I would also, I think I would want to dust it first, because I don't think I've turned it on once the entire time I've lived here. I definitely haven't dusted it, so I'd want to make sure it doesn't just throw dust around the room. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's what the situation would be. I do not like this green I'm putting on here. I don't think this is what I wanted at all. We might have to paint over that. It's okay. I'm definitely have to paint around it a little bit. That's okay. Circulate the dust bunnies. A fan pulling hot air out. That would be good. I have the fan in my window blowing air in from the outside. And it is actively cooling down outside, so I'm blowing cold air in, and then hot air is just gonna circulate out because I got like a side to side window, right? And so. Hold on, I gotta like do the. There we go. So it's like slides. It's got a window that slides open, so the fan is at the bottom. So there's a big chunk at the top where hot air is just gonna cycle out that way. There's a really well-designed skyscraper in London that has natural add AC that worked really well, and then some smart put in a fucking HVAC. Yeah. Yeah, go figure. Okay. I like this blue a lot. I kind of want to repeat it here. On the blue iron. Humidity here has been horrible last couple weeks. Yeah. It's the one that looks phallic. I'm not familiar with architecture over there in London, but I'm gonna trust you. I don't need to be looking at Penis Tower. Not on stream. Maybe later. Maybe later I'll look at the Penis Tower. Oh yeah, that's so much better. This is the blue I needed the whole time. We call it the gherkin. The gherkin? The herkin gherkin? Countries hot and humid versus Southeast Asia. Summer kind of cold than Russia. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Hello, Volano. Welcome on in. How you doing? You did drop in at an excellent time. We're talking about how architecture, or architects are idiots, who are bad at their jobs. I guess you call them pickles. So, a gherkin is a kind of pickle. So, hold on. Oh my god. I search gherkin and it pulls up the building. Oh wow. Okay. So I guess you guys just call pickles gherkins. So for us, a gherkin is a very specific type of pickle. Let me see. So this is... Oh, I might... Hold on. I gotta be, like, careful with this one. Hold on. Let me... This browser, I gotta be careful with. Gherkin pickle. I don't have to be careful with this one. So, like, it's like decorative pickles for sandwiches. Like, the little pickles is what we call gherkins. These ones. So basically, you would put like a, you put like toothpicks through them, and then they decorate the tops of sandwiches, and that's like literally all we use them for here. So I'm trying to find like, so yeah, so a club sandwich like this. Hold on, let me find club sandwich. I'm trying to find what I'm talking about. So yeah, kind of like this, but instead of a cherry tomato, like a pickle. Like this, yeah, so there would be like a pickle in there, right, on top of the sandwich. And then, yeah, the pickle's just kind of there and nobody eats it. Pickle juice is good for you? Pickle juice is quite good for you. It's basically just like natural Gatorade, you know, because it's got all them electrolytes. It's what plants crave. Oh, but yeah. Architects do sometimes have their heads up their heinies. Interesting architecture up there, I'm sure. Oh yeah. Not a fan of sweet pickles. All the pickling recipes I know are actually quite sweet, but I also only know like Vietnamese pickling recipes, which is all for like onions and for like carrots and the what are they called? Daikon radish. So like I know that pickling recipe, but like I don't know Western pickling recipes, which is a little odd for me, considering I'm a white guy, you know. But I mean, I learned a lot of my cooking working in Asian restaurants, so yeah. Made some cucumber and onion salad today. Love it in summer. Nice. I did. It's cucumbers and bell pepper and what's it called? Cucumber, bell pepper, tomato, and like some green onion. And I tossed that with some balsamic vinaigrette. And that's in a bag in my fridge, and I'm really enjoying like sticking that inside of a tortilla. I don't like leafy salads. I do not like leafy greens unless they are cooked. Lettuce, don't like it normally. You saute it and put it in a stir fry, I'm fine with it. White guy hobby, pickle. Saw that on Discord, absolutely delicious. Looks exactly good. Absolutely delicious. Yeah, it is. I also did some like, what's it called? Garlic powder on it. Very good. Thought Gatorade was a sports drink. Gatorade is a sports drink. It's got electrolytes, and pickle juice also has electrolytes. Ah. Hold on. Wrap mix looks perfect for summertime. It is. It's so good. That's as good as a salad. I despise salads that have lettuce as a base. I hate them. It's so bad. I actually like violently hate it. I'll eat anything with enough balsamic. That's a vibe. I just have some like straight up balsamic vinegar that I'll just like throw on some bread sometimes with a bit of meat and cheese and call it a sandwich, and it's so good. Just popped in to say hi and good night all. Hey Valana, thanks for dropping by. Sleep well and sweet dreams, okay? We're definitely gonna have to use that technique Gray was talking about earlier. Try and salvage these pauldrons. This is not going very well. Oh, it's okay. Thinking go over this with the blue. This is not going to be its final form. I just want you to know. This little skull lantern here is going to go through some iteration. This blue is not final. But we're going to do the blue over the green. For now. You're off tomorrow? I am off tomorrow. I took a handful of 4-day weekends for the year, and yeah, this weekend is one of them. I'm very much so looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to playing Gris on stream. I think that's gonna be really good. It looks like a lot of fun. That and soju I own in bulk. Oh, soju so good. Soju, yeah, soju is Korean rice wine. It is often also flavored. So a lot of times you'll have flavors like apple, strawberry, grapefruit, grape, that type of thing. And it is so good. And when it's flavored, you have a hard time tasting the alcohol, and it goes down way too smooth for something that's 14%. People who cannot hold their alcohol should be staying away from soju, because it tastes just like juice. I've never seen that game. Interested to see what it's like. Yeah, I've only seen it around a little bit. But I was like, you know what? This is a vibe that I think people will like. So, argued with my friend Kyoko about the best flavor. I think it's melon. Melon's good. I'm very partial to peach. I don't know, man. I like them all. I don't know about best, but like I just have a bunch that I like. Like the strawberry's good, the apple's good, the grape's good. Like I like all of them for different reasons. I like the plum one. The plum one's good. Yeah, I'd be such a wimp with soju then. Yeah, I mean it's wine, right? So like, you know, however much wine you can drink, that's how much soju you can drink, right? Only one I don't like is grape. That's fair. Grape is definitely one of the lesser flavors. It's not as good, I would say, as many of the other flavors. I want to try this like silver wash technique that Gray was talking about earlier. Doesn't take for much meat. Anyways, yeah, I have a very high tolerance for alcohol. So, Gray was talking about doing a bit of a silver wash to try and get into some of the or a wash to try and get into some of the cracks and crevices. In this case, it's going to be silver, but I mean, it wouldn't necessarily have to be silver. But soju is not a rice wine type of thing? Yeah, it is. Soju is literally rice wine. That's... I mean, am I wrong? What is soju? Soju is a clear and colorless distilled alcoholic beverage from Korea, traditionally made from rice, but later from other grains and has a flavor similar to vodka. Okay. It's also made from other grains, but I was always told it's a rice wine. So, okay, fair enough. I guess it's made from other stuff now. Uni finances requires a lot of soju to get through. Yeah, that's fair. University sucks. He's gonna use the technique and then it's my fault if it doesn't work out. Yeah, it is. Hope you're ready. Hope you're ready to be blamed. No, it's fine. If it doesn't work out, you know what I'll do? I can just print this guy again. Like... That's the nice thing about, like, doing, like, painting 3D prints, is, like, it's like, okay, I messed it up. I'll just reprint it. Oh no. What a tragedy. I think we're gonna use this to mix, and we're not gonna use this end for the actual process. We're actually just gonna get rid of that one. Oh, that was too much water. Oh well. Whatever. Fuck it. It's definitely a wash now. Look at that. It's spilling over. Look at that. That's a wash if I've ever seen one. Alright. Now that I think about it, I've heard soju referred to in K-dramas as Korean vodka. Yeah, that sounds about right. Hold on, where's my... Oh, let's get rid of that. Oh, hold on. It's kind of cracked, actually. Oh, that went a little too hard on that. I think I got a little too much on it. I'm seeing the vision though. I think I'm seeing the vision, but I don't know if it's working quite the way I want it to. I think the Q-tip is not the way to go. I think what I want is this brush. You have to let the water find a way through the lower parts. Yeah. So I actually want this. We're gonna go over it with that, and then we're gonna dab it dry. Yeah, okay. I'm seeing how this is working. Okay. I think I understand what I need to do. So, we're gonna... Doing a wash? Yeah. So, instead, this is gonna take a little bit. So, give me... Hold on, let me cook here. Because I gotta redo some of this, because I did it wrong. So we're just gonna do that. We're not going to worry about accuracy there. I'm going to redo here. To be fair, this also isn't very, like, these raised bits aren't very, like, raised up very much. It's, like, less than a millimeter. So this is definitely, like, pretty precise, but... Hello, yo, welcome on in. I'm painting, like, he's like a Death Knight or something? I don't know. I think that's the intent, is he's a Death Knight. He looks cool, though. So, we'll go over this. And we'll just do a wash here. We'll get all that silver on there. And then we'll just dab. It didn't quite do what I want. That's better. I feel like it's pulling up too much. I like the colors you use, and thank you. I like the colors I'm using too. That's why I picked them. Weird. Sorry, that might have come across as like a little condescending. That was not the intent. I like thought about the words that came out of my mouth, and I'm like, man, it kind of came across a little bitch made. Maybe I should mention something. This is hard. I'm just gonna blow on it. That didn't do what I wanted it to do. Yeah, this is difficult. You also have to hold your mouth just right, yeah. Very reminiscent of Space Marines, yeah. I mean, it is like... So, this is very much so... No, whatever, that's fine. So this is very much so based off of like a Warhammer Death Knight. And Warhammer, like... Blizzard was trying to get the rights to, or sorry, not Warhammer. World of Warcraft, you know. This is very much so based off Death Knight from Warcraft. And so Blizzard was trying to get, or had the rights for Warhammer, and then it, like, Games Workshop pulled it away. So they were like, well, okay, we're just gonna call it Warcraft instead. So, like, the Paladins and stuff, which the Death Knights are, like, you know, essentially just Paladins that have been churned. They look very, very Space Marine-esque. Or very, very, you know, big pauldrons. Yeah. I think I'd have to use a magnifying glass to paint those tiny figures. Reasonable. Honestly, sometimes I feel the same way. I'm like, I kind of wish I had something with a lot of magnification. So that there. I feel like some of these crevices are just too tiny, and I'm just gonna have to accept that. I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to, I think. I think that's kind of where I'm at with this. You know? But I can definitely correct some stuff with this. Also just might be too difficult for me. Remember my favorite part of painting minis was making the armor stuffed with dry brush techniques? Yeah, I like dry brush techniques. This technique sucks. Like, not that it sucks as in it's bad. It sucks as in that it's hard and I can't do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm mad because I'm having skill issues. Oh, that's okay. I'll go cry in the corner then, right? That's a vibe. But nah, I'm oh, let me see. We're gonna scoot away from the pauldrons for now. We're just not gonna worry about it right now. We can come back to it later. Art lately has been great. Thank you. Or oh, for Kenju. Yeah. Kenju's been doing stuff. Maybe the pain isn't diluted enough. Maybe. I'm just not gonna worry about it right now. I'm gonna keep it in mind for another time. Well, right now I think I'm a little too frustrated with it to really continue. So I think what I'm gonna do instead is work on something else. So that's how you do. What the fuck happened here? Special snowflake. Aren't you though? So sorry. Don't be sorry. You introduced me to a new technique. I am just having difficulty implementing it. Thank you for giving a suggestion. Please do not take this as a criticism of you. This is 100% on me for not being able to implement. I like learning new things. Please, by all means, do not feel bad about trying to put a new skill into my tool belt. I'm just not there yet. Don't worry about it. I'll get there. I'm too stubborn to not get there. Stepping away, going back later is helpful sometimes. Yeah, and that's the situation right now. Like, it's not like I'm not gonna do it. It's that I'm gonna get to it later. We're gonna loop around. We're gonna loop back to that, you know? Sometimes you just need to take the long way around back to something, you know? Let it marinate in your mind. You know? Another day, another time, yeah. And maybe even just later today, who knows? I got time left in the stream. I'm just gonna focus on painting this handle first. Because it's easy. Get some dopamine flowing first before I go back, you know? Get some dopamine from a job well done. No, a job done. I don't know about well. It was kind of sloppy, but whatever. That's fine, I suppose. I need a different brown. Not the. Where is my driftwood brown? Sometimes I feel myself about to say something so Britishly sarcastic I don't even hold myself back. Nah, dude, do it. Do it. Do it or no balls. You stubborn? A little bit. Now and again. You know. Shocking, I know. Just... I know no one could have foreseen this coming. Me being stubborn, but... A guy who's come back to content creation like 5 or 6 times over the course of like 12 years, stubborn? No way. No way. That's crazy. Alright. I need black. We need to start fixing the cape a little bit. We've been painting over the cape a bunch. Not that. That's a wash. Shake, 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 shake it. This time's the winter. It really do be feeling that way. And like, I ain't stopping this time. You know? I ain't going nowhere. I'm just gonna take some out of the wood. Taking some paint out of the wood. Why not? We don't need that much. Yeah, I'm quite happy with this. I'm gonna keep on going with this iteration of my online self. I don't see a reason to stop. To be fair, previously there wasn't a whole lot of reason to stop. I just was dumb. Too focused on going viral, not focused on doing the work. Please don't stop, that's what she said. Yeah. Comes a point where you put too much damn time into something to stop. Yeah. Well, it's like I don't want to stop. Like I enjoy it, right? And like the reason why I stopped before is because like I basically just like, ooh, nobody likes me. Ooh, blah, 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 blah. You know, stupid shit like that. You know, that sort of mentality that like stops you from doing stuff. And like I had that so badly for so long, and I'm so glad that I'm mostly over it. Like there's definitely times where it's still hard, but you know, doing a lot better. Doing a lot better these days. I think it went there. If you're not famous, you're failing YouTube mentality. Yeah, totally. That was basically what the trap I fell into before. Now I'm just like, whatever. You have lots of fans now. Doing pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I've got a general strategy. It's just trying to implement it on the regular is difficult, you know. And you know, there's a lot, like, I know, like, it's not a lot in the grand scheme of things, but YouTube says there's 7 of you watching me right now. There's 7 people watching me just painting a miniature badly. Like, the fuck, man. That's wild. Absolutely crazy shit. Thank you for being here, first of all, but also, like, that's more than most people ever see when it comes to streaming. So, I'm gonna take that. Can't cash it at the bank, but I'm still gonna take it. You know? I think you do extremely well for someone who works full-time. Yeah, for working full-time, like, I think I do pretty well. Seem pretty chill. Yeah. I'm pretty chill. Pretty relaxed. Just taking life step at a time here and there, you know. Avoiding burnout like it's Black Plague is a thing too. Yeah, that's the other thing, is like I'm trying to do everything in like a sustainable way. One of my issues for a while there was that I definitely did too much for a bit. And like I'm glad that I have the backlog of ASMR that I do now, but I keeping up with that became a burden, and I just couldn't do it, and that's okay. It just means that now I can slow down and do things at a slower, more measured pace. I also need, generally speaking, I need to like be working on a variety of different things, which I am doing. So that's also part of it, is like I'm working on multiple little projects here and there, right? I don't know. Audios are not vlogs. We can't make daily content, sadly. You know, not full time, not also working full time. I can't. you know? But, like, in theory, I've thought about it. Like, I could probably do an ASMR a day if it was all I was doing. If I had the art available for thumbnails, right? I could probably bang out a script 5 days a week, and record and edit, but that would be what I was doing, right? I would, you know, be constantly working on getting art commissioned, like, and like on strict deadlines. You know, reusing a lot of art, obviously, and then, just like wake up, write, or wake up, record whatever I did the day before, write something new, edit, release, bada bing, bada boom, and that would be, yeah. I didn't even know that there was ASMR like you do. I got a vid recommended because I was looking at music from weird playlists. Really? Interesting. Like, did you get recommended my music or my ASMR? I'm curious. Yeah. Script writing, recording, editing, thumbnails, and drawing art in one day would end me. I could do it. Absolutely. Like, you have to understand, I wouldn't be drawing the art. Like, you're thinking about drawing the art. I would be commissioning art. So, yeah. No. Your situation is a little different, but because you would be drawing the art. But yeah. No, if I was doing it full time, like, I could probably do 5 a week. That'd be doable. That said, I'd rather fucking not. ASMR, because I was looking at those playlists, like One Night with Your Villain, etc., but music, no ASMR. Ah, gotcha. Been listening to ASMR audios for almost 3 years. I only have a handful of favorites. Yeah. Ah, shucks. We'll get back to this guy. We'll get back to it. We'll get back to it. No, I never have to make an audio again. I'm free to frolic. Oh yeah, because you stopped making audios, right? Like, you were just decided you're done with that. Which, fair enough. I don't blame you. Not one bit. I feel like I want to do the bass first, so let's figure out what we want to do for the bass here. I think we're gonna grab this blue that I have here. Wet that a bit, and we're just gonna go over the bottom here. That's way wetter than I want it to be. We'll let that dry for a moment, and we'll go over it with another. We can mix that more thoroughly. Some of the water out here. Ugh. Blah. Yeah, just a VTuber now. Massive props to do both. Thank you. I thought about, I'm not gonna lie, I thought about stopping doing ASMR. Decided against it. I genuinely enjoy doing it, but I do need to be doing it at the slower pace that I'm doing now, is what I decided. Support your artist? Yeah. Gotta support the artists. I need to get more art commissioned, but I need to know what I'm commissioning. You know? I don't have anything in mind at the moment, but I am going to probably commission another vampire version for vampire audios. And then I don't know. Probably an angel version. I'm also thinking of doing a new reference sheet, but you know. A lot of people don't realize that a point speed comes at the expense of quality. Totally. Yeah. That's kind of the thing, is like I think for the speed I was doing at, I was doing pretty high quality, especially compared to a lot of the scene. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the people in the ASMR scene are really shit. Like, they're really bad. Like, and it's fine. People like it, but it's just like, I listen to it, I'm like, this sucks. Like, and like, I know that's like, I know I'm not at like the top, I'm not at the peak or anything like that, but I just am like over here like, what are you guys doing? Like, I'm nowhere near the peak. Like, I know there are people who are way better than me, but like, also like, some people, it's just like some of the stuff that's out there, I'm like, what? To be fair, I mean, I publish some pretty garbage music, so I mean, like, I probably shouldn't be talking too much. Completely agree. I freaking do not understand how so many of them have any subscribers. Oh, a lot of them have way more subscribers than me. Well, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a red on this couch. And we're gonna do a different red over it. I have a plan. I'm a man with a plan. I don't know if it's a good plan, but it is certainly a plan. It is a plan of all time. Yeah, some people, I'm like, well, and like, I know how some of like the guys who do VTuber ASMR, like so quality doesn't matter that much, if I'm gonna be honest. What matters is that you have a consistent theme that you do repeatedly, and that you do the and just doing the exact same like breathy voice every single time. Because at the end of the day, most people don't care about the quality of the acting. If I'm to be perfectly honest, most people do not care if the acting is good or not, and that is fine. It's not my vibe, not what I'm gonna do, but that's what gets you like a ton of subscribers. That, and I'm gonna be honest, AI art gets more clicks on thumbnails. Straight up. If I wanted to be competitive, I'd probably switch to using AI art. But long term, that's like bad juju for your brand. If you want to work with artists in the future. So I'm not going to do that. But AI art definitely gets more clicks. I have, yeah. Network theming, cross-platform content are major too. Yes. Yeah, why does the AI art, are you talking about like why for AI art? So AI art gets more clicks because it looks pretty. Most people don't look at details on the art. They are just looking at like, oh, does it, like, they look at the generalities, and it's pretty easy to hide the flaws in AI art too, is the other thing, right? So like, just don't have the hands on screen. congratulations, that problem's solved. So a lot of it's very pretty because it's based off very high quality professional art, right? So they can generate high quality professional grade art rapidly, right? Like, I've literally sat in a voice chat with someone who had what's it called open, one of the art generators, and was generating art for her next audio, and I won't say who, partially because I don't remember who off the top of my head, but I definitely sat in a Discord and that was happening while I was in there. If you used to work with people who use it, yeah. Brother, I would lend you my art for shit instead of wanting to see more AR. Yeah, I don't use it. Like, I probably some of my thumbnails have AI in the thumbnail, but it's not because I generated it. It's because, like, I found some art on fucking Pinterest and just downloaded that because it was good. It's like a major reason I stopped because how common it is. Yeah. Some ASMR storytellers has artists hired to draw their thumbnail art. Yes, that would include me as of late. I have mostly switched to that for stuff lately. Obviously the what's it called audio, the My Hero Academia audio, I didn't do that, but that was an exception to the new rule. New being the key word there. If I don't like one, I don't click on the... I usually just immediately move on to something else. Yeah. You can't use art you don't own for money-making content. Yeah. 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 That is how it's supposed to go, isn't it? And yet... there are channels that have like 50, 60, 70, 80,000 subscribers that are using art that they've just ripped off the internet and doing just fine with it. Let alone AI art. Because it doesn't get reported. Yeah, because nobody cares. That's the thing is that's the thing. People just don't give a shit, right? And it's sad, but that's just the sad and honest truth. Is the average person doesn't really care. The consumer doesn't care. They just want something good. And like, I know that's like terrible to say or whatever, but it's the truth. Is like, people just don't care. And like, I'm not gonna do it, but like, you know, like, I understand why people do. You know, I understand why people get to that point where they do that. If I do like a VA, I try to like and comment on every audio. I've noticed, and I appreciate every like and every comment. Even if oftentimes I don't respond. I used to respond more often, but then it was just, there was so many comments and it got so draining. I've just, generally as a rule, I don't respond anymore. I won't lie, like, the reaction to my channel early on was very overwhelming. I was not prepared for the channel to blow up the way it did. Like, I thought I was prepared for it, but I was not ready for that shit. Copyright has been violated for a very long time. Yeah. I mean, like, look at my fucking channel. Like, art that I just found on the internet. Art I just found on the internet. Art I just found on the internet. Literally League of Legends art. Art I just found on the internet. 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 You know, just like... Yeah. You know, but like I wasn't making hardly any money to start with. And I still don't make hardly any money off the channel, right? Like, but I made enough money where it's like, okay, I'm commissioning some art now, and, you know, I gotta do things at a slower pace because of that. Partially because of that, partially for my own needs, right? But, you know, yeah. That's okay, Oncey. We all have our strong suits and our flaws. Don't even worry about it. Is that what you guys decided on, like, Couch's name, Simon? I can take it. I can be into that. I don't like this particular paint that I'm using currently, but it's got the color I want, so we're rolling with it. I have to like throw it on in like such thick coats for it to do what I want it to do. Ugh. I'm gonna try and finish this up. So I wanna finish a model tonight, but it is getting a little late. Let's see if we can do some speed painting here. So I like the inside of the mouth being purple here, and we're gonna paint up the teeth white, I think. But what should this arm be? It should be a different color, I think. Not the blue that I have down there. Maybe like... Ooh, maybe like a green? Or like, ooh, no. We're gonna make it look like kind of dead almost. Let's go do with like a gray. Like, hold on. Do I have... Hold on, this thing will do. At the beginning of the channel? Oh yeah. I was like, oh my god. They like me. They really like me. Yeah. No, definitely, like, at the beginning, when the channel first started, I was like, oh my god, holy shit. And, like, even now, like, I have audios that just continue to get views constantly. And I'm like, that's what continues to get views. Interesting. Like, the arguing with your vampire boyfriend consistently gets like 100 views a day. It's like, okay, that's fascinating. It actually gets more than 100 views a day, but like on the low end it gets like 100 views a day. It's typically closer to like 125, 130 views a day. That's the vid I got recommended. Not surprised. It's a big winner. It's one of my top videos of all time. And it's the one that gets the most views on a daily basis. It's not even a recent video. Like, I made that thing a while ago. At this point. Which, again, not a problem. Like, I'm fine with it. But it's just interesting, you know? I find these things fascinating. YouTube is a very interesting puzzle. Simon like a puppy likes treats, marshmallows. I think Simon does like treats, but I don't think they're marshmallows. I think they're human people. I think he likes to eat children in particular. Tasty, tasty children. It's one of my favorites in your vampire catalog. It's very good. Frog really cooked on that script, if I'm to be perfectly honest. I'm trying to replicate some of the magic with the latest one that's coming out here on Friday. I think I did a good job. I don't know if it will do as well numbers wise, but I think I captured kind of like the essence of what made it good. I don't know. I didn't go back and listen to the darn thing, so which I probably should have, but I didn't want to like end up accidentally plagiarizing. So I just sort of like took the idea and then rolled with it. That said, I think we'll probably have to finish this. We'll do, but it's like the core of the idea is done, right? We'll have to do the eyes. I want to do the eyes a different color. I want to make the teeth like white. I like the purple mouth though, the gray arm. I like where this is going. This guy's gonna need like a ton more work, but you know, we'll get around to it. But that said, that's gonna be the stream, I think. Oh, fudge. Oh my goodness. Oh, posture check, untrim. Thank you, everyone who dropped by today. I really do appreciate it. I will be back again tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I believe is what I decided. Hold on. Let me double check. Make sure I'm not spreading misinformation. I would hate to do that. Yes. 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you, everyone who dropped by. I really, genuinely do appreciate it. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Eat well, sleep well, hydrate, don't dehydrate. Posture check, like I did just now. And bye.